Hello everyone. So hi guys, welcome to another video. This is going to be just a little kind of a chit chat video with me. I wanted to talk a little bit about my tarot year card and just kind of give some updates and just go from there. So grab something to drink. I have my witchy cup, my favorite mug, my favorite witchy mug with me with my coffee. I just got done with breakfast. So grab something to drink, get cozy, and let's get into today's video. My cute little ghost box where I keep all of my decks. I wanted to talk tarot year card. Okay, so when I added, so the tarot year card, just FYI, because I wanted to mention also, I am offering tarot year card readings as well as my new year, the new year ahead, new year review. I don't know, I call it two different things. That is a full-size tarot reading where I pull cards for every month of 2025, as well as giving you some descriptions of your tarot year card. And then I'm also offering the tarot year card reading, which is just a more smaller, condensed tarot reading, focusing mainly on the energy of your tarot year card, but also a little bit of the energy of 2025 as a whole for you. So if you're interested in booking any of those readings, I will place the link in the description box and you can have a look. And they are video recordings, so they're not done live. They are pre-recorded video readings, and then you are delivered, or I will deliver or email you the link to a private video replay, and it's yours to watch as many times as you want, whenever you want. Okay, so my tarot year card, I tallied up the numbers, and surprisingly, but also not surprisingly, my tarot year card for 2025 is the Death card. You have to believe when I say I was so excited to see the Death card come up, because I truly feel in my heart that 2025 is definitely going to be all of the themes of transformation, change, everything that the Death card brings. I feel like I'm going to see different pieces of that in my year. I feel like I have been really just kind of that little caterpillar in the cocoon for quite a while now. And I do feel like it's all kind of coming together and finally making sense. It's definitely gonna have its challenges. Like we all know, if you know tarot, then you know the Death card, it comes with a sacrifice. It comes with it's a give and take. It has to be a balanced exchange. And so when we look at the Death card in a nutshell represents changes, represents transformations, but it comes at the cost of having to sacrifice or let go of something in return. So I often will tell clients that, especially if the Death card is coming up in their tarot reading, I will always tell them change is coming. There is going to be a shift. There's going to be this process of letting go and releasing and stepping into a new path, a new interest, a new relationship, a new this or that. But there's also this theme of letting go and realizing and working with yourself to understand what do you need to let go of and what needs to be released, what needs to be forgiven, healed, pushed aside, left behind, however you want to look at it. What do you have to work on to give that balanced energy exchange of saying, I'm ready for this new amazing thing in my life. I'm ready to enter the doors of, you know, this change that is upon me. But I am also saying I'm energetically releasing and letting go of something that no longer resonates with my heart and soul. And so when I pulled the Death card, when I tallied up the numbers and I got number 13, I was really thinking to myself how I've already kind of stepped into that just the very first little step into my transformation. And if you watched my last video, then you know what I'm talking about. So I do feel like this death year, 2025 death year for me, is going to represent a lot of my making peace with things in my past, but also learning how to live differently, be differently, come to some kind of a balanced agreement with my own personal battles and struggles and challenges. And then also go through the metamorphosis of the physical body, which is the biggest, probably my biggest goal for the year. And so I'm really grateful and really glad that I've already started that whole transformation, because I think that it's very cliche and very like expected that a lot of people are going to be stepping into wanting to set, goals to lose weight or goals to go to the gym or to improve their health in some way. Like that's usually something we all, or most of us, look at the new year. It's kind of like, it's kind of like a given. But I think because I did start that transformation a couple months ago, or I say a couple months ago, it's been like barely 2 months, mid-October. I feel like I kind of got a little bit of a head start, and I personally needed that, because it is a little hard when you're stepping into a path that you had to do for so long, and you just kind of wanted to ignore it. And that leads me also to the death card message as well, of you can push things under the rug, you can ignore it, you could turn your back on it, you don't want to face it, you don't want to deal with it right now. You can push it away as many times as you want. But that thing that needs to change or transform in your life or within yourself is always going to come back up to the surface. And that is something that has happened to me personally with this journey. So if you know for yourself there's things that you want to change, or there's things that you want to maybe embrace in the new year and do better with, and it's something that you've been running away from technically for a while, just know it's better just to face this head on and just get going with it than waiting. Okay. The death card to me is also the process of saying goodbye. Like when you are ending a chapter, when you are walking away from something or someone that doesn't align with you anymore, there's a lot of goodbyes, there's a lot of closure that needs or should happen. So I'm asking myself this, when I write in my diary, or when I'm just thinking about the themes and the energies that I want to say goodbye to for 2024, what do I really want to like close the door and lock the key with? What do I not want to take with me into the new year? And there's energies there for sure. I won't share that because it's a little bit personal, but I do feel like it's probably wise for many of us, especially when we know we're going into a personal death year or a personal, transformation year, that we do come up with some ideas, energies, themes, even people that we are ready to walk away from, that we are ready to kind of end that chapter and move away from. And, some people will have the literal conversations with those people, or some people will have the literal, throwing it out. Some people clean house. Literally, I personally am really thinking about doing that. I know my closet needs a really good cleaning. And rather than waiting for spring season to do that, I'm kind of wondering if I should start this end of the year. So there is a lot of shifting that's happening in my personal life, the material things, and a lot of energetic stuff too. And I guess we should also talk about the current year that I just had. Let me see if I could find my card. So 2024 was the year of the Hangman for me. And the year of the Hangman has been an interesting one. But the Hangman year for me was a lot of waiting and a lot of contemplating and a lot of standing still. energetically, it was a year of slowdown. And I do see that happening with the hangman. Like oftentimes the hangman resembles stagnancy, and it could be for good things, but it could also be bad things too. Like if you're hesitant, you're not wanting to do much, and you're personally like going through maybe some seasonal depression or some issues in life. So it's like causing you to kind of put a pause on your life. So I definitely saw certain things like that happening with me, especially earlier in the year. It was a little bit more intense. But I've also seen the hangman kind of become this energy of really like spirit putting a pause on a lot of the business aspects for myself. I just didn't feel the spark, and there was many reasons for it. I just didn't want to be investing my time and energy into that, because I knew deep down there was something else that I was supposed to be putting my time and energy into. And I knew what the answer was. And in fact, I even wrote about it in my diary a couple times. And in my astrology readings that I was getting, I was like, oh, I know exactly what this is, but I'm not ready to do it yet. So Spirit was really preparing my physical reality for this. And by doing so, they were taking away the one thing that, aside from, my quality time with my husband and being a wife, the one thing that I devote so much of my time and energy into, which is my spiritual business, my work. And that was the first thing that they started to kind of rip apart. When I was pulling cards about my weight loss journey, I kept getting the devil. And it just made me laugh to the point of like, this is just ridiculous. Here's the devil. The devil card kept coming up whenever I was pulling cards for the weight loss stuff. And so I knew deep down, this is facing a demon. This is facing a huge, maybe not so much of fear, but it's more of like my weight loss or my weight gain reflects a lot of the trauma in the past that I dealt with, especially from like in my early 20s, and then going into when I lost my brother. I gained a significant amount of weight after his passing. So there's a lot of trauma that comes with, I say trauma, I don't know if that's the right word I should be using. There's just a lot of pain that comes with my weight, and by me addressing the weight issue that I have, it's also me facing a lot of the past and a lot of that masking that I was doing. So it makes a lot of sense why the death year and the devil coming up with my cards, such a powerful combo right there. I'm excited, you guys. Like, I'm really looking forward to just seeing what the year brings. I'm looking forward to seeing what kinds of changes will happen in my life. Obviously, I'm looking forward to the physical changes and just feeling better health-wise, but I'm also interested to see what other energetic changes come through with this whole death card journey. Sorry, I had to get a drink of my coffee because it's starting to cool down. So when it comes to the new year, for 2024, one of my New Year's resolutions was to keep a daily planner. This is the planner that I shared. I shared this in a video like at the very beginning of the new year. But for the most part, this sucker is full of stuff. And so I loved that because it was giving me this opportunity to connect and check in with myself. And I was also still being a part of my tarot practice, because even though I wasn't taking many clients or doing much tarot stuff, I was still very much involved daily with my tarot practice because the tarot is very important to me. And so I bought a bunch of tarot stickers from Amazon. Look at, they're so used, from Amazon. And I would pull a tarot card, find the corresponding sticker, put the sticker in the little box, and that would be like my little morning ritual. Or sometimes if I didn't do it in the morning, I would do it at night. And I bought a fresh new planner for 2025. So this is what it looks like. It's a little bit different layout from the one I bought for 2024, but it still has the tarot sticker parts and it still talks about the moon. So that was important to me. It has like a space for the beginning of every month, so you could pull cards, fill it out. And then it also has the month ahead spread, so you pull tarot cards for your energy of your month. The daily sections, and you pull a tarot card and you could put it, you know, for each corresponding day. So it has a spread for the new year. So I already pulled my tarot cards for the year ahead, and it has the section here where you can write, you know, what each card means. So I'm definitely going to be working on that later this month, but I put, whoop, my little sweater is sticking to everything. I put the death card up here because that is my tarot year card. I'm excited. We shall see what happens, but that is the goal for 2025. And then obviously the other New Year's goal or resolution that I'm setting for myself for 2025 is to to continue my weight loss journey and just being more mindful, being healthy, and being just working on myself in different aspects. So the physical, the mental, emotional, especially the emotional, and spiritual. So all those little pieces and parts of me. But the losses are still happening, so that's good. Right now, like this week as I'm filming, it's like today, I'm very, very much strongly in my PMS week. I am literally like anticipating my period any day now. She's kind of running a little late, so not sure if that's because of my medicine or if it's just because I was under a lot of stress this week. It was just rough. I feel like the older I get, my PMS gets stronger. Like it gets really bad, especially the mood swings and fatigue. I guess like the positive of it was I did lose 2 pounds. So that was cool to see that. I am teetering on about 18 pounds lost right now, and hoping and crossing my fingers that I can lose the last 2 or 2.5 pounds to hit my 20-pound goal before 2025. Like that's like one little goal that I have set for myself, is to reach the 20-pound loss mark before 2025. But yeah, there's definitely been a lot of non-scale victories that I have noticed, aside from just like seeing the number on the scale. Every little thing counts for me with this journey. But anyways, my loves, that's pretty much everything I wanted to talk about. I definitely need to sit down and edit this video. I'm still getting used to editing from my laptop, so that's kind of like the only thing about setting up a camera and having the camera to film. I love it, but then the editing process is different and it takes a little bit more time. Gonna have to set some time aside to do some editing and see how it goes. I gotta create, I don't know, maybe I'll keep the My Haunted Home intro, but I was thinking of creating a new intro. We'll see how creative I get. But until then, I hope you guys are doing well, and I hope to have another video out for you before the end of December, the end of 2024. But yeah, until then, my loves, take care, and I will talk to you in another video very, very soon. Bye, guys.